April is Autism Acceptance Month, and recent data indicates that approximately 49% of autistic children attempt to elope or wander away at least once after the age of 4. And they're 4 times more likely to wander off than their neurotypical siblings. As an autistic mom of 2 autistic children, this has happened with both of my kids, and it feels like you're living a parent's worst nightmare. I'm Taylor Heaton, and in this video, we're going to explore more about elopement within the context of autism and what you can do as a parent to protect your children. I'll also be sharing more about the AngelSense GPS tracking watch and how its life-saving technology might be the simple solution you're looking for. First off, what is elopement? Elopement has a specific meaning, especially within the context of autism or other developmental differences. And no, it doesn't mean running away to get married. Elopement means wandering or running away from a safe environment like home, school, or therapy, often without informing a caregiver and sometimes without regard for safety. This might look like running away suddenly from caregivers, classrooms, or homes, but here's where it might look different for autistic individuals. And yes, elopement does happen for autistic adults as well. Autistic individuals may retreat in response to sensory overload, to stress, or a desire to escape a situation. They might feel a need for movement as a form of stimming or self-regulation, but be unable to communicate this need. They might also be driven by curiosity or a special interest. So for example, if an autistic person loves water or trains, they may see one of those things and start gravitating towards it without even realizing they're doing it. This often occurs without awareness of danger, like traffic, strangers, or unsafe terrain. I mentioned water. Autistic children are 160 times more likely to drown than their neurotypical peers. That's a terrifying statistic. Also, when autistic children elope, statistics show that a majority of the time it's towards a body of water. Now that I think about this, I've always been mesmerized by water. I remember when I was younger, I used to run the bath water and just lay down in the bathroom and listen to it. And as an adult, I love waterfalls. I could just sit and watch them for hours and hours. So it makes sense that especially autistic children might gravitate towards these things without even thinking about the repercussions. So let's talk about why elopement happens. We've talked about this being a way to escape from sensory overload, a way to stim, and also a way to explore special interests. But it can also stem from executive functioning challenges. Autistic individuals simply might not be able to stop themselves from gravitating towards things of interest, or might experience a delayed response when it comes to understanding whether or not this was a safe thing to do. An autistic child might cross the street only later to become fearful and realize, wow, how did I get so far away from home? And they may be so engrossed in their experience, let's say chasing a butterfly, for example, that they have no recollection of how they got to where they are now. Autistic inertia can affect this experience as well. I have more about this concept in other videos on the channel, but the general idea is that an autistic person in motion typically remains in motion until an outside force acts upon them. So what about the risks of autistic elopement? Well, some are clearly obvious. If an autistic child or adult, again, this experience is not limited to children, if an autistic person elopes, their safety can obviously be jeopardized in small and life-threatening ways, especially with regards to drowning. Now, as a side note, I know this is a heavier topic than we usually cover here on the channel, so if you notice yourself getting worked up or anxious while watching, please make sure that you take time after this video to regulate, to decompress, take some deep breaths. I know it can be stressful to think about these things, but definitely it's an important subject to talk and learn about. So in addition to these risks, elopement can also take a huge emotional toll on families and caregivers. I mentioned at the beginning of this video that both of my children have eloped, but I'm lucky that in our situation, we realized what was going on pretty quickly. And even then, it had a tremendously negative effect on all of us. We lost sleep. My kids found themselves reliving the situation again, and it caused continued fear and upset for a while after the event actually happened. So what can we do to prevent elopement? One comprehensive way to safeguard your autistic children or loved ones from wandering away is to use a GPS tracking device to keep tabs on their location. This watch that I'm wearing is an AngelSense GPS tracker made specifically with neurodivergent individuals in mind. With sensory-friendly alternative strap options and a lockable strap to deter those fidgety hands, the AngelSense watch is a high-quality and dependable device that allows for 24/7 peace of mind. With this watch, you can easily follow your child's movement between classrooms, the cafeteria, and before or after school activities. The watch sends continuous updates through an easy-to-navigate app that you can access right from your phone. And you can customize the settings to provide updates via phone notifications and/or emails based on your preference. The caregiver may use the app for a one-way call that connects to the watch to provide an audio feed of whatever's going on around the watch wearer, or your angel, as we like to call them. Or you may choose to do a two-way call, which allows you to communicate directly with your angel or the people around them through the watch. If you become concerned about your angel's whereabouts and need immediate help, you can quickly and easily sound an alarm on the watch from any location via the Angel Sense app on your phone. You can also program the numbers of your own first responders so that they can be notified in times of emergency to ensure swift safety protocols. When I received the Angel Sense watch in the mail, I was immediately impressed by the scope of technology involved and their thorough attention to details. As an autistic person, I really love their comprehensive approach to safety. They have really thought through everything. If you happen to feel that the watch is not the right fit for the angel in your life, Angel Sense also offers another wearable device option that can easily be placed on a belt, an undershirt, or a protective sleeve. And the great news is that Angel Sense is currently running a free device promotion for Autism Acceptance Month. That means that you can get either the GPS watch or their other wearable device for free with a subscription purchase. If you're looking for a comprehensive and simple solution to keep your autistic loved one safe, Angel Sense has you covered. Check out the link in the description below to start keeping your angel safe today. In addition to wearable GPS devices, we can utilize environmental safety measures. After my son eloped, I installed a secondary lock on my front door. It was out of reach, so he had no way of unlocking it. You can also install alarms and fencing solutions. Clear and consistent communication strategies can make a huge difference as well. One helpful approach is teaching safety words and practicing response training, essentially helping your child learn a few key words or phrases that signal when they're feeling overwhelmed or need space, and what steps to take next. Visual supports like stop signs near doors or gates, and social stories that walk them through safe behaviors and expectations can also be incredibly effective. These tools give children a way to understand what's happening and what to do, even if they're feeling dysregulated in the moment. Elopement often has a reason behind it, and identifying those triggers is an important part of prevention. By tracking when and where elopement tends to happen, like during transitions, after a demand is made, or in certain noisy environments, you can start to spot patterns and respond proactively. Once those triggers are clearer, you can work on reinforcing safe alternatives. For example, if a child tends to bolt when overstimulated, they might learn to signal with a card or hand gesture that they need a break, or go to a designated safe spot instead. The key here is consistency and rewarding those safer choices. It's also really important to involve your broader community in elopement safety planning. Alerting neighbors, local authorities, and even school staff can ensure more people are aware and ready to help if a situation arises. Some families choose to share a photo and basic information with trusted nearby neighbors or first responders, just in case. And at home, practicing response drills, just like you would for a fire drill, can help everyone in the household know what to do quickly and calmly if and when elopement occurs. These proactive steps can not only reduce risk, but also build a greater sense of safety and preparedness for everyone involved. What to do if a child goes missing? If your child has eloped or gone missing, it's important to act quickly but as calmly as possible. Start by immediately checking the most likely places. Spots your child is drawn to, such as a favorite neighbor's house, a nearby park, or a body of water if one is nearby. As soon as you can confirm that they're not in a safe location, call 911 and clearly state that your child is autistic and prone to elopement. This helps responders understand the urgency and approach the situation with the right level of care. Share essential information like their name, age, physical description, what they're wearing, any sensory sensitivities, and what might help calm them down when they're found. If you have a recent photo, make that available right away. The faster this information gets out, the more eyes will be on the lookout. Once your child is safely back home, it's completely normal to feel shaken up, but it can also be a powerful time to revisit your safety strategies. Reassess what led to the incident and consider adding extra layers of support, like door alarms, GPS trackers, or more targeted communication supports, such as those shared earlier in the video. If you haven't already, building a personalized emergency plan and sharing it with your local police or fire department can also be a huge help in the future. The goal isn't perfection, it's building a system that gets stronger over time, one step at a time. If you're a parent or caregiver dealing with elopement, please know you're not alone. The stress, the fear, the constant alertness, it's a heavy emotional load, and it's completely valid to feel overwhelmed by it. But there are solutions, and over time, with the right support and strategies in place, things can get safer and more manageable for your child and your family. If this video was helpful, please consider sharing it with someone who might need it. These conversations can not only be life-changing, but life-saving as well. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you experienced elopement with your child? What strategies or tools have made a difference for you and your family? Drop a comment below and know that your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Also, I've included that link to the AngelSense devices in the description below. Remember that they've got their free device promotion going on now for Autism Acceptance Month, and if you're looking for additional peace of mind to help keep your child safe, this might be just the solution you've been praying for. Keep doing the hard work and know that you're not alone. You've got a beautiful community of support here with you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.